My name is Richard Banasek. I'm a captain with the Indio Police Department. Indio is located in California. It's the southern part of California, but the eastern, so it's a desert community. Our department is about 90,000 in terms of population. It's about 29 square miles. We have currently 70 sworn police officers. We have a maximum of 84. So that, doesn't afford us to, deploy our resources wherever and everywhere, if you will. So we have to act smartly in the way we do things. And so one of the real important things that we want to get out of the Smart Policing Initiative is to look at an issue that we think is a very significant part of our community, and in this case it's burglaries and daytime burglaries, and how can we in effect come up with a solution or an impact to that can be something that is long lasting, that we can create a model and a role not only for us but for our partners and where we're from, and hopefully for others. So we believe that daytime burglaries, whether it's residential or commercial, affect most of the community. When you deal with violent crime, be it so significant, it doesn't normally affect a large portion of the community. It affects normally a smaller portion of the community, and usually those who either are sometimes victims, sometimes suspects, and so they play a common part. In terms of burglary, though, it affects everybody, and it's something that the community as a whole very, very concerned about. So we believe that if we can create some sort of research, science-based research, that will elevate our police practices to the point of evidence-based policing, and so that we can apply those things on a street level, on a detective level, on a regional task force level, that we could hopefully impact those numbers greatly. But we don't only want to do it in a reactive sense. We want this research that we're hopefully going to develop to come up with some preventive strategies. We want to be able to predict maybe target groups. And so in our initiative and our strategies, we believe in a target group that's, even though I think a lot in policing knew about it, I don't know if we've done a lot to maybe identify them and go after them, those being the truants in our community, and usually the truants in high school. Middle school has it, but we find more sophistication in high school, and usually truants, between 15 and 17 who, for whatever reason, they decide to go truant, and in the course of being truant and engaging in whatever they engage in criminal behavior. Now, a lot of the truants are not necessarily coming from backgrounds that foster criminalization in terms of generational crime behavior. And so that's a unique thing. And so we want to be able to do some studies in this and try to identify them and do some preventive stuff, either reaching them at the status offense where they're doing truancy or curfew, and or reaching them at a point where we can, if they're starting to get on probation, that we can identify them early and make some impacts. Additionally, we want to be able to identify the offenders who are really involved in that and actually make some impacts where we're solving some crimes. So people, one, they don't like to be burglarized, but two, they don't like to be continually victimized by the system by not either being attentive by law enforcement or us not solving their issues and catching the burglars. So that's really what we hope to do, and then I think we're starting to do that now by gathering our numbers. We're starting to do that now by reaching to our partners and telling them what we're going to do, and our hope is that we'll make some significant drives in that area.